Welcome back to part 2 of Chidima's story. Emeka realized that relying on the Nigerian police was a waste of time. He had to take matters into his own hands. He rushed back to their small apartment, his mind racing. Then he remembered something. Months ago, after a wave of phone thefts in Yaba, he had installed a hidden tracking app on Chidima's phone, linked to his laptop. She had laughed about it then, calling him overprotective. But now, it was his only hope. He booted up his laptop, his fingers trembling as he typed in the password. The map appeared. He waited for the signal. A green dot appeared on the map, but it wasn't in Ikoyi, and it wasn't moving. The location was a desolate stretch of bush near the Epe axis, miles away from Glover Road. "Why is she in the bush?" Emeka said to himself. He didn't wait. He called 2 of his brothers, grabbed a flashlight and a machete, and they drove towards the coordinates. It was almost midnight when they arrived. The area was a known dumping ground for waste, smelling of burnt rubber and decay. The silence of the night was heavy, broken only by the sound of crickets. "Chidima!" Emeka screamed into the darkness. "Chidi!" They followed the GPS dot on the map screen. It led them deeper into the trash, away from the road. Suddenly, Emeka's brother shouted, "Emeka, come see this." Emeka rushed over. Lying in the dirt was a smashed phone, Chidima's phone, and right next to it was her handbag, the contents spilled out. But where was she? Emeka's heart pounded against his ribs. He frantically shone the flashlight around the dump site, expecting to see a body, but there was no one. Just the smashed phone, the torn bag, and her nursing ID card staring back at him from the mud. By the way, if you are finding this story chilling, please subscribe to our channel. We bring you the hidden truths of Lagos every week. He didn't sleep that night. He held the muddy ID card like a lifeline. The next morning, as soon as the sun rose, Emeka marched to the police station. He didn't go alone. He went with his brothers and a lawyer he had frantically called in the middle of the night. He slammed the muddy bag, the smashed phone, and a clear printed picture of Chidima on the counter. "I want to see the DPO," Emeka roared. "My fiancé is missing and I have evidence." The commotion drew the attention of everyone in the station, and that was when luck, or maybe divine intervention, played its part. 2 officers walked in from the back. "That's the mad girl," one of the officers said to the other. Emeka didn't need to hear more. He lunged. "You saw her! You saw her!" The station turned into chaos. The DPO, a stern-faced woman named Superintendent Okichuku, stormed out of her office. "What is the meaning of this madness?" One of the police officers briefed her of the happening. The DPO ordered instantly, "And Lata Otaga, get the tactical team ready. You are taking us to that house right now." Within an hour, 3 police vans, sirens wailing, arrived at the black gate on Glover Road. This time, there was no polite knocking. They rammed the gates open. The house manager with the scar came out looking furious. "Do you know who owns this house? You will all lose your jobs." "Handcuff him," Superintendent Okichuku ordered. When they kicked the door open, the sight made the toughest officers look away. In the center of the room, machines were humming loudly. On the bed lay the chief. He looked vibrant, strong, barely 40 years old, and connected to him by clear tubes was Chidima. "Chidi!" Emeka screamed, rushing to her side. He ripped the tubes off her arms. Chidima was breathing, but barely. Emeka looked at her face and burst into tears. She was alive, but she wasn't the 24-year-old girl who had left his house that Tuesday. Her smooth skin was now wrinkled and sagging. The police arrested everyone in the compound. The chief, a well-known billionaire whose name shocked the press, was dragged out in handcuffs screaming that he needed more time. Chidinma was rushed to the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, LUTA. Thanks for watching. This is a story of survival, but at a heavy cost. Don't forget to subscribe for more real-life horror stories from the streets of Nigeria.